A lot of people don't like the word networking. Some say they are not good at it because they're an introvert. Some say that it's fake. Some say that since they are great at their job, they will get ahead anyway. Well, why would you settle for less? Hi everyone, Om here. I'm a film and TV editor based in New York City. I moved here about 3 years ago to pursue my dream of editing American films and TV shows. I finally got to edit a show on Apple TV+. I was very fortunate. And this opportunity wouldn't have come by if it wasn't for the network of people I built over the years. Before getting to the tips, let's calibrate our mindset first so that we can clear out any blockages preventing us from being good at networking. First, realize that you need other people. Most jobs you need to work alongside other people, and if they don't like you, they wouldn't want to work with you or recommend you to work with their other friends or other coworkers. I'm not saying that you need to be everyone BFF, but good communication skills and good manners can go a really long way. People wouldn't know about your good work skill anyway if they hadn't worked with you. Second, networking is not fake. Networking is creating meaningful connections. Life is too short to not be genuine. So networking is only fake when you make it fake. Third, it doesn't matter if you're an introvert, an extrovert, or an omnivert. You don't need to be the most charismatic person in the room. There's no need to perform. You just need to be yourself and actually care about other people. I think that people can tell if you actually care about them or you just want them to do something for you. Let's get to the 8 tips of networking. I'll walk you through it step by step. First, you need to do your homework. You can be as purposeful as researching on who would be there, looking at their background, and then thinking about what to say to them. Or you can just, relax and tell yourself that you want to make a few connections today. Once you're there, greet the organizer. And you can be frank to them. You can say that, I don't know anyone. Would you be able to point to me who I should talk to? Or could you introduce me to someone? Normally the organizer would just introduce you to the person nearby anyway, and you can just start talking to them. People who are at networking events are there to network. They're ready, to talk to you. Don't be afraid. And just introduce yourself and start talking. Once you are in a conversation, really try to listen to them carefully and remember what they said, not just think about, what are the cool things I can say next or something like that. Because, people really value when other people actually listen to them and care about what they are saying. Don't pretend to be interested in something that you are not, because people can tell, So if you still couldn't find the common ground, just keep talking, about what you're passionate about, or ask them what they are passionate about, and then you find a common ground and you can start strengthening your connections from there. If you can think of any way that you can help them at all, do it. You could pass their resume to your boss, or you could introduce them to other people in your network who have similar interests, or that person might be able to help them. That's just really valuable. On that same note, don't be afraid to ask for help. People actually really like helping other people. And once they help you, it's almost like they have their skin in the game. It means they trust you enough, and it only strengthens your relationship. Well, obviously don't mess it up, because if you mess up, that name is gonna be messed up too. Once they are more comfortable with you and, you're more comfortable with them, you can start asking them, how can we stay connected? And if it's a more casual event, I like asking for their social media. But if it's a more formal event, I would ask them to write their email on my phone so that I have it ready. If, you ask for a business card, you could lose a business card. So I find that writing down on the phone is a lot better. I like asking people for their Instagram because I can see right away if we have any mutual friends, and we can talk about the mutual friends, or, it's nice to see their stories or their posts, and it's easy for me to start another conversation there or react to whatever they post. It's a good way to stay connected. Lastly, before leaving, you make sure that you thank the organizer. And if you have the bandwidth, you should volunteer to help them next time. Because even registering people to the event, it gives you a chance to at least get to speak to every attendees like once. And that's very valuable. Out of these 8 tips, staying connected is definitely the most important one. Relationship doesn't flourish overnight. You really need to nurture it, give it a lot of time, make time for it. And reaching out to people to get one-on-one time is also not a bad idea. You have to make sure that you can, help them whenever you can, and support them with whatever you can. If you like the video so far, please hit the like button down below. I really appreciate it. Now let's talk about the 4 mistakes you should avoid. Number 1, being negative. This doesn't mean that you cannot talk about your problem or be vulnerable. That's totally fine, and actually a great way to bond with another person. What I'm talking about is more like complaining, endlessly about your job. And also, you don't want to be the person that everyone remember as a Debbie Downer. It's just a lot more productive and easier to talk about what you are passionate about or the other person passionate about. Mistake number 2, expecting people to reach out to you. So this one, I learned it the hard way. I was at Sundance Film Festival, in 2020 with the film that I edited, The Mountains Are the Dream That Called to Me. It was the first night of the festival, and I was hanging out with this very cool group of filmmakers, and I made a mistake of giving them my business card. I normally never give anyone my business card because I never had a business card. But that year, I just felt like, I want to be more professional. So I made a business card and I gave it out. And they didn't have a business card. I thought they would contact me after the festival, but they didn't. So, and I don't know why. But I mean, it's very normal for people to not follow up after they meet you. But it's just sad because I really like them, and I wish that we could stay connected. So make sure that you have the other person contact info. Mistake number 3, sending people generic email that obviously you just wrote it and sent it to a lot of people at once. You either didn't address the person name, or you didn't include anything personal about you and the person relationship. I never done it, but I got these emails sometimes, and I either ignore it or I just give a generic answer back. This doesn't lead to anything, and actually sometimes if I actually know that person and then they did this, I felt hurt because I thought we had a connection. So, it's just not very nice. Mistake number 4, being too transactional. If the only time someone reach out to you is when they need you to do something for them, would you do it? How would you feel? Put yourself in their shoes. If you don't care about them, why should they care about you? Please let me know in the comment if you have any tips on any mistake you would like to share. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.